So, how should soccer players stretch before matches? Are there certain stretches that should be avoided before matches and others that you should be doing? Are there certain routines that are better than others? Well, the answer to both of those questions is absolutely yes. So let's cover why there are certain stretches you want to avoid and why there are other stretches that are much more beneficial to be doing before matches. What's up guys, it's Dave here from SimplySoccer, where we are releasing daily soccer tip, technique, and training videos, all designed to help you improve your game and stand out on the pitch. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon as well, so you don't miss any of the new content that we've released. Now in this video, I want to give you some ideas and some strategies to use when it comes to your stretching, because it's absolutely true that there are certain things you should be doing before your games and some things you should be avoiding. And if you are making some common stretching mistakes, you actually make it more likely you'll be injured or do some damage in the future. So in this video, we're essentially going to cover two types of stretching. One is static stretching, which usually includes holds where you're not moving, and the other is dynamic stretching, which usually includes things that get your blood pumping, kind of movements and mobility type things, where you're not really sitting in one place and doing a stretch, where you're actually moving over a distance or there's some kind of mobility involved. So let's go over static stretching first. Now, static stretching, again, are the ones and the stretches you probably are more used to. The ones like try and touch your toes, try and stretch out your quads, different stretches where you're in place, doing, groin stretches where you do the butterfly. These are common static stretches. But should you be doing static stretches before your matches? And the answer is actually no. You don't want to be doing any static stretches if you can help it 24 hours or less before your match. Now, why is that? And the reason is actually static stretches can actually impair your performance and cause you to perform more poorly, and can also actually lead to injuries in the future or in the match itself if you're doing static stretches before your matches. Static stretching can actually decrease your max power output and can actually lengthen ligaments permanently, which can cause, less joint stability, which is what can lead to injury. So this is not something you want to do and then just jump right into a match. And there was actually a study done on soccer players, and they had 16 soccer players both do dynamic stretches, static stretching, and no stretching in different occasions before doing certain exercises to see if it had any impact on their results. And the findings were very interesting. In fact, the static stretching group, the ones that did static stretching before doing the exercises, performed the worst out of all of the groups, even worse than players who didn't stretch at all. The ones who performed the best were the ones who did dynamic stretching, which is ideally what you want to be doing before your matches. So before your matches, especially right before your matches, you want to be doing dynamic movements and stretching, and there's a ton of routines you can find to do this. Basically, you want to get your body warm, you want to loosen the areas that you're going to be using in the match. A lot of static dynamic stretching includes things like opening, closing the gate, which you might have been doing, kickouts, just warming up through jogging at different speeds as well. These are all dynamic stretches that are kind of replicating things you're going to do in games and movements you're going to be doing as well. Now, I know I've been saying some things about static stretching, and you may be thinking, well, why would I ever do static stretching at all? But static stretching is fine to do post-workout or post-game. It's a perfect way to improve your mobility and your flexibility, and that's what it should be used for. So, for example, I have a static workout or static stretching routine I will do after my matches or after my workouts, which I'll actually link down below for you because I think it's a great routine. I forget the name of the channel, but I've been doing this for a while and I found a lot of benefit out of it. But just remember not to be doing this earlier in the day when you have a match later, or to be doing it right before your match, because again, that can lead to injury or just, will impair your performance. All right, just to recap quickly what we went over: before your games or 24 hours or less before your games, you want to be sticking with dynamic stretching. You can do things like foam rolling as well. And after your matches, post-workout, post-exercise, post post-match, you can be doing your static stretching where you want to improve your flexibility and mobility. Again, I will have a routine for static stretching after matches that you can do. I'll post a dynamic stretching routine you can do before your matches as well. That will be linked up in the description. So if you need a routine that's going to help you with your flexibility that you can do after your training, you want to go check that out. And if you need a routine that you want to do before your games, go check that one out as well. All right, guys, so that's been how soccer players should stretch before their matches. I just wanted to make this because I know a lot of people ask me questions about this, and I really still see a lot of players doing static stretching before their matches when they really would be better off doing the dynamic stretches before the matches and the static stretches after the matches. All right, guys, so if you learned something new from this video, please like it and share it, or if you enjoyed it, do that as well. Please hit that subscribe button if you are new to Simply Soccer. I will put 2 other videos up here on the screen now so you can continue to watch and learn and improve as a player. Thanks as always for tuning into this video, and I will see you in the next one.